Hey, this is Will with the Real Estate Examiner. Today I wanted to show you how to install RStudio and R for your computer. That way you can start doing the same exploratory analysis that we do in our MMA approach, and then you can go ahead and familiarize yourself more with R. After this video, there will be a link to another video where I'm going to start showing you a little bit of the code that I use in regards to using RStudio and how you can start using exploratory analysis in your real estate data. So let's take a look. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go into Google and type in RStudio. You should see something like this, and you go ahead and you click the download the RStudio IDE. That's basically the RStudio software package that allows you to interact with R code using an interface, a typical software app. So you're going to go ahead and hit download, and you're going to choose the one that works for your operating system. And most of us are going to have either a Windows 10 or 11 and a Mac OS. So choose the one that you want, and it should automatically start downloading. I'm using Google Chrome, so my downloader shows down here in a toolbar. In addition, you have to actually install not just the software that's going to allow you to use the R code, but the actual R code structure itself. So you're going to want to go ahead and use this link right here next to the number 1, install R. RStudio requires this extension right here, R 3.3. That's an outdated link, but it's going to bring you to the updated one. Pick your operating system again, Linux, Mac OS, or Windows. I use Windows, so we're going to go ahead and do that there. And then install R for the first time. Make sure that you do not have R and RStudio installed on your computer already. If it is, and you're trying to do a fresh install, make sure you go ahead and uninstall R and RStudio, and then restart your computer before doing this. But if you haven't installed R before on this computer, don't worry about it. Then go ahead and you're going to select the R code link here, install R for the first time. And then you're going to hit download R. As of right now, the most updated version is 4.2.0. So you go ahead and click that, and then you're going to get a separate download again down here if you're using Google Chrome. So one of the things that I need to make sure is that you install the R code before you install the RStudio. I think that it's going to run a little bit better. You're not going to have any prompts that come up. It's going to be much more simple. So install the R. You're going to want to make sure that you install the R on the main hard drive that you use. If this is a work computer and you're not sure if you're going to have access to that folder that you install, make sure that you talk to one of your IT professionals or somebody that actually knows that answer before you install, because you're going to need access to it later. So you just go ahead and install it. I've already installed this on my computer, so I'm not going to install it for this video, but it's just very simple prompts, very simple. After installing the R code, go ahead and install the rstudio.exe as well. And after that, what you should get is something that looks like this. Once you go ahead and install RStudio, go ahead and open it up. You can either go down to your search bar and type in RStudio, or you can probably find a icon on your desktop, which may or may not be difficult depending on how many icons you have. So you can go ahead and you can click the green button here for a new file, and you can click R script, and that'll create a new script. This is basically where you can put in a bunch of code, a bunch of lines of code, and that code can run either by holding down Control and hitting Enter, or going ahead and hitting the Run button. There's multiple ways of doing it, and it depends on what type of script you're using and what your intentions are. So down here is the console. Basically down here is the same thing as you are in a script, except when you hit enter down here, it automatically enters that command into the computer. So it's a little bit different in that you can put information in there, but once you hit enter, it's not accessible. You can't edit anymore. So it's not like a script. It's like a calculator entering in numbers and figures and then hitting enter. Over here, you can have information such as the files that you need access to. You can have the plots that show up over here, which we'll get into later. And here are the objects that you create in RStudio when compiling data. When you import data, you can create an object such as data frame 2, and then you use that data frame to create analysis, and you can export that as plots. You can export them as images. RStudio is a fully built out code. It can do much of what a lot of the other code structures can do, but it's a functional programming. It's not object oriented. It's very different, but it's very good in terms of analysis, especially for us as real estate appraisers. So I highly recommend, if you haven't started using RStudio, or maybe you took George Dale's class at one point and you just haven't gotten into it, you haven't dived into R yet, and you want to, I think that this video and future videos is going to be very helpful for you, and we can go ahead and we can work on this together and really start implementing our own tools at our offices and create code bases that are tailored to our data and our Excel CSV files that are particular to our area, which is something that's very difficult in regards to software programs. You can create something that's tailored for you, that's adjustable, that you can create a lot of flexibility, especially in exploratory analysis and the mini model approach. So thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet to the channel, I'm not going to post all my videos on our Facebook groups. I am going to go ahead and create more videos just like this one. And the next one after this one, I'm going to go ahead and share a link over here or over here, I'm not sure. But you go ahead and you click that link and it's going to show you a little bit of the code base that you can use in your R scripts to start your exploratory analysis. So thanks again. Thanks for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, I highly recommend it.